They're known as the Lakers and were recently named one of America's 100 Best College Buys for the 20th year in a row. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Haas, coming to you from the Frederick Meyer Gardens and Sculpture Park in Grand Rapids, and this is COMCAST Newsmakers. Joining me now is the president of Grand Valley State University, Thomas Haas. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
How have you been able to manage that 20 straight years, one of the 100 best buys? That's not easy in this day and age.
Well, it isn't, but I do think that we look at our cost structures. We look at making sure that we have relevant programs and we are graduating students hopefully on time, if not close to being on time, and then start their careers and maybe other educational opportunities.
For folks who are not intimately familiar with where exactly Grand Valley is, what type of a college is it? Because I think especially if you live in mid-Michigan or southeast Michigan, you kind of think of it as that college over there on the west side, but it's a large university.
Yeah, I tell everyone that we're one of America's smallest large university. And we're over 25,000 students, record number of students this year. And we're in Allendale, and you have our map here. Of course, we're on the west side, but we have presence all across the state, all across the nation for that matter, and 83 countries are represented on the campus. So wow. We're one of the top public universities here in the Midwest region.
That many countries represented, yet quite a large population from right here in Michigan. And an even nicer statistic is that you have a large number of graduates who stay in Michigan.
Absolutely. The graduates, that's our outcome, really. We have 100,000 alums. In the most recent classes, 86% are staying right here in Michigan. We have over 20,000 of our current students are citizens of Michigan, so we're serving that population. But we're also understanding that we do have a reach across the entire globe.
And is there a specialty that Grand Valley is graduating, law students or IT techs, or, where do most students focus, or is there quite a variety?
I think we're a comprehensive university. We do not offer PhD programs, but we have a very, very good array of undergrad and graduate programs. These students are underpinned by a strong liberal arts component, and then they get into their professions. We have seen just an explosion in those students that are graduating in the health professions.
And certainly if they're staying here in Michigan, then making quite a positive economic impact on the region.
Well, just the university itself, not including the alums, we have about $750 million of economic impact in the Tri-County region here, and over 11,000 jobs.
Wow, just folks who are working at the university.
And those that are supporting it.
And also those who might be building something at the university. You just recently opened a brand new laboratory?
We did. It's the Kinsey Hall of Science, named after one of our deans who provided some of his resources to make this happen. And this is providing us a chance to be relevant again in this whole area of STEM plus H, meaning STEAM with the arts. But we are looking at growing that infrastructure so we can support the nursing and the health professions in the way that is necessary to include PA and PT and speech language pathologists that are going to stay right here in Michigan.
So if you were speaking to a room of middle school or high school students trying to pitch your university, what's the biggest reason folks may want to consider Grand Valley for themselves or for their kids?
It's a great question. I think what we talk to the kids is, you see yourself here, work hard, get an education while they're in middle school and high school, and come to Grand Valley to see what that program is that's going to help you in the rest of your life.
And you mentioned a large school from a population standpoint, but really seems like it's tucked away and you're a little bit protected but not protected, so kind of a great place to grow up, if you will.
It is. It's a safe campus, one of the top 4 in the nation, and it is a great place to learn and live and grow and stay right here.
All right, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
For more information on today's topic, you can visit gvsu.edu. Today's COMCAST Newsmaker was Thomas Haas, the president of Grand Valley State University.